morning, everyone. When I was preparing my presentation for the past 2 weeks, I feel deeply touched and strongly motivated by my topic. So I hope after my presentation, you will feel the same. So first of all, let's see a video clip from YouTube. Just now, you were watching an intro of every Disney motion pictures, and you have appreciated the beauty of the Disneyland's castle. So what's in your mind when you listen to something related to Disneyland? What kind of words will you associate to Disneyland? Any?
Fairy tale.
Fairy tale and dream and fantastic. Something about that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. When I was a little girl, my birthday wish every year was to go to Disneyland. And I finally realized my dream when I was 16 years old. So my today's topic is about the stories behind the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Here's our today's content. First, I will talk about the foundation and construction of Disneyland. Then we will continue to explain the expansion and development. And in the last part, I will introduce the concepts and culture behind Disneyland. Do you know who is the founder of Disneyland? Walt Disney. Yes, and it's Walt Disney. He's also the father of Mickey Mouse. But do you know how he come up with the idea to build a Disneyland? It's in 1930s and 1940s. He visited many amusement parks with his daughters, Sharon and Diane. And then he found that many parents don't have things to do when they accompany their children to play, so they will ask their children to leave early. So he think, why not build a park where both the adults and children can have fun together? So that's the initial idea. He want to build a park like Disneyland. And then he also want to attract more tourists to visit his studios in Burbank. So here comes the Disneyland. And after a few years, he finally realized his dream. It's on the July 17th, 1855. The first Disneyland in the world was open to the public. It's the Disneyland in California. So let's hear a clip on the Disneyland's opening ceremony by Walt Disney.
And now, Walt Disney will step forward to read the dedication of Disneyland.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Thank you.
Yes, from his speech, we can see that what is most important for Walt Disney is the dream, the ideal, and the American spirit. So in the early years, there was a very big movement that was mentioning for Disneyland. It's the 1990s transition. It turns the Disneyland from a single park into a big resort. They add many things into the Disneyland, such as the Disney's California Adventure Park and the places for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And this reflects the Disneyland's idea. It's not only a theme park. It's not only for kids. So far, do you have any questions? No? Then we can move to its expansion part. Disneyland also have two Disneylands in the American continent. One is Disneyland Resort in California, and the other one is the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. And then it continued to expand to other countries, such as Disney Resort in Tokyo in 1983, Disney Resort in Paris in 1992, Disneyland in Hong Kong in 2005, and there will be a Shanghai Disneyland. Disneyland always develop with new parks and new attractions, such as the Shanghai Disneyland. It was scheduled to open in 2016 with a style similar to other Magic Kingdoms, just like the Disneyland in Florida. And here's the concept map of Shanghai Disneyland. It's quite amazing, right? You can see from the pictures. But many of you may begin to wonder, will there be Disneyland in other continents, such as Africa, Australia? You can always find answers from Walt Disney, because he once said, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. Now, let's conclude the concepts of Disneyland. First, let's listen to Walt Disney's own explanation to its concept.
Now, for my part on this presentation, I've been asked to tell you how Disneyland evolved from a dream to a reality. Now, it was about 1954 that we came up with this, what you might call the climax to the dreaming stage. This was the concept that we hoped Disneyland would eventually be. Now, we made a lot of changes through the years, but this still remains the basic plan.
Do you know what's the basic plan? It's the 5-part design, namely the Mainstream USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. Although there are many differences between different Disneylands on the world, but the 5 main park plan always stick to the core concept of the founder, Walt Disney. So, through many years, all the Disneylands around the world will have these 5 main parts. So it's quite amazing, right? And behind Walt Disneyland's culture, there is the culture of Disney Company. It's quite dynamic. It has a core culture, but it went through many changes. Walt Disney values are always the same. They're the dream, family, innovation, and the details. Most of all, it's happiness. So, in conclusion, from the founding to its expansion, the culture of Disneyland influences every step of construction and development of Disney everywhere. What we can learn from Disney culture is that you always believe in your imagination, believe in your dreams, because the era we are living in today is a dream of coming true. Just as Disneyland, at first is only a dream, but now it's a reality, it's an empire. So the dreams always come true. That's all for my presentation. It's the rest.